Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome this evening to a double upload, a new episode of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. Road to Glory is here. What is it? Episode number 21 tonight. Obviously, this is the second video of the day, so if you haven't already seen the first one, I recommend you click in the top right corner. There'll be a card pop out and you can click on today's first episode, pause this one, go watch that one. Enjoy. Alright, now you're back. And now you're here, we're going to show the support on this one as well, right? We're going to smash the thumbs up on the start of this episode and get 6,000 likes before midnight. That is your target. Thank you for all of your awesome support. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Right, we need to get stuck into some more weekend league games. But before we do that, there was a potential team change that came about. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit excited about it because I was hoping it might be Karim the Dream Benzema that got a Player of the Month. And it certainly was. So the fact that I wasn't over the moon with Ben Yedder means that I was happy to let him go. And it was just a case of, can I afford Benzema? Can I get it done with fodder in my club and minimal spend? And that's where we're at, right? So I did a couple of 2-player upgrade packs just simply because I had a few things in the club. Wanted to see if I could maybe get like a board or a walkout or something that would make the Benzema SBC a little bit cheaper for me, because that is the next play, right? I've only got 1,600 coins. Me and my stupid self decided that I went out and bought 83s. So I've got, I don't know, maybe I've got 20 83s on the transfer list now. I think the 2 that I bought were mainly Asensio and Lucas Hernandez. So French left back from Bayern and then a right winger from Real Madrid. I bought those guys just because I feel like they play for big clubs. They're 83 rated. They're both good nations. At some point they might go up in price, but at the moment it's not looking likely. So alongside selling Ben Yedder, I did have to dip into my Thomas Muller funds in order to actually afford the Player of the Month Benzema. So we're getting rid of a few players here. First owner, untradeable Dybala. Quite a lot of my walkouts here were first owner. But I bought a Benzema, I bought a Suarez. Other than that, I got rid of first owner Ramos, got rid of Dybala in those 2 squads. So 2 players which I would quite like to have kept in my club, but in all honesty, I needed to make this as cheap as possible for myself, and I wasn't actively using Dybala. I wasn't actually bringing him on either. So I thought, hey, I don't actually need him right now. He's a 20k player. If I really want him back, I'll make it happen. I'll afford him, right? So I needed to sell another couple of Mullers. The only problem here is that I'm selling these for 8k to make them actually sell. And that was when they were at 8.1, 8.2k. He's now about 10k, so I could have made a little bit more if I waited longer. However, everything else, like Toni Kroos has gone up, Benzema's gone up a little bit, so like it's marginal really. We did make profit on these Thomas Müllers, and there are a few left in my club that I can make money on as well. But as you can see here, this is the second squad that we're going to be submitting. I already had an inform in the club. Who else did I have to buy? I had to buy Toni Kroos. Did I buy anyone else for this one, or did I literally have enough? And I guess a Thomas Müller that I had in my club as well. So we used another one that I'd bought. So with that, welcome to the club. The first big player SBC. It is La Liga Player of the Month, 91 rated, Karim the Dream Benzema. The Mercedes Benzema. Yeah, welcome to the club, mate. This looks to be what I think is hopefully going to be a really good card. So we used Lewandowski, and he was a below 80 pace attacker with really good shooting, decent dribbling, half decent physicals and stuff like that. 4-star, 4-star. That's what Benzema is, right? But he's nearly 80 pace, so he's not going to be blistering. But partnered up front alongside Dembele, surely, right? Surely that's a good combo. So originally I had the idea of maybe just literally plonk him where Ben Yedder was, but then I thought, I'll go out and try Fekir. He's a little bit quicker than Memphis Depay, and I could put him where, in basically in Depay's position in the squad, which is out wide in the 4-4-2. So Depay's going to just come back to the bench for now. Haven't sold him yet, and that's good because he got a ones to watch, and his regular price has gone up quite considerably. But it allowed me to bring Fekir in without doing any position changes to Benzema or Fekir, and it works out quite nicely. So here's me selling the rest of my Mullers, I think. 9.5k, 9.3k. We made like 2.5, 3k, something like that on each Muller, which is, you know what, I'll take that. You know, it's short-term profit, and it's done me all right. Maybe they drop in price again. Sorry, I just smacked my watch on the table. Maybe they drop in price again, and I'm able to pick up more for, you know, potential profits in the future. Or if stuff does just keep going up, then, hey, we made a little bit of money, and I'm sure we'll pack some more players at some point soon. So I bought 2 engine chem styles. One thing I've really noticed is that my club is empty when it comes to contracts, position modifiers, chemistry styles, all of that stuff. At the start of the game, I started discarding the tradable versions of them or selling them, thinking, oh, I'll just get loads of untradable versions. But every single pack I seem to open lately is just a player's pack. Whether it's, instead of being a jumbo premium gold pack, it's like a prime mixed pack or an electrum pack. So it's just players. So I'm not getting new contracts and new like those types of things, the pack fillers. I'm not getting them in the club, the consumables. So yeah, I even got to the point where I had to go out and buy contracts because I didn't have any left. I didn't have any bronze ones left either. So if I go back to doing bronze pack method, I think I'm just going to keep the contracts and stuff because they discard for like 3 coins anyway, and at least they give me +1 game on a player if it's a non-rare contract. So I'll just do that in the meantime because I'm sure at some point my club will start to get full of chemistry styles and consumables. It's just taking a little while at the moment. So first goal for the club for Benzema is a bicycle kick, and I could not be happier about that. What a goal from the Frenchman. What a way to say, yeah, you know what, I'm here, and I'm here to stay. So I couldn't believe it when I saw him just rise like that, and then, because that was a back post cross for a header. Normally that's where my centre-back goes, but, Big Benz was there, and he goes for the scissor kick. And that actually got that objective done, the milestone objective, which was score a bicycle kick. So I guess I haven't scored one yet on the game this year. But I'm 2-1 down at half-time. In all honesty, this was a bit of a weird game. Like, he'd only had a couple of opportunities, but they all came from wide. Like, he crossed it in and got goals that way. And I felt a little bit hard done by to be 3-1 down. I don't know what's going on here. Do I end up scoring from this? I think I might, Oh, yeah, I do. But as you can see, we get a couple of goals. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough until Paul Pogba manages to keep the ball here. Look at that. Oh, Pogba. Oh, my God. 79 minutes on the clock. I managed to get that 3-3 equaliser. Really pushing out into my ultra attacking formation helped me a lot there. But too little, too late. Like, I got back in the game, but then my team was all out of shape, even though I'd moved them back into, the correct formation and whatnot. Yeah, I ended up losing. I lost to a Valverde strike right at the end. And I don't know, I was a little bit demoralised because I'd had like 5 more shots than this guy. But it is what it is, right? You don't need to win as many games this year in the weekend league. So try and keep your head. Although that might have been annoying, we go into the next match with a positive mindset, hoping that we can come away with the dub. All right, so now we are 3-3 after game number 1 of today's episode. So we went 3-2 yesterday. One of those wins was a freebie. Someone gifted me a win. But Benzema on the last, the last shoulder of the defender, making good runs. You don't necessarily need to be rapid if, you're making the good runs and your positioning is perfection, which so far so good for him. I'm 1-0 up. Looking like a bit of a boring game, though. Both of us had under a 1.0 XG at half-time. But as you can see here, we get lucky that the ball drops to Koundé and he heads home. We get that goal from a corner to make it 2-0. Looking likely that this match should be all right for us. I thought that was a brilliant tackle, not going to lie. But the ref thought otherwise, gave a penalty, and my opponent gets a goal from it. So we're no longer 2 goals up, and we've got to keep our head to make sure we don't, get equalised on. But a nice little counter-attack here. I actually brought on Bernardo Silva. Haven't been bringing him on too often, but, it's early days in FIFA, so I'm trying stuff. I'm trying to see who I've got in my club that works, who I should be bringing on, who can I rely on for the latter stages of a game for a super sub and stuff like that. So I get a 3-1 victory there, which is good. That's good motivation after that tough loss in the last game. And that brings me up to, 19 points. So we're 1 point away from rank 5, which is essentially what you get if you go 0 and 20, which is still pretty good rewards. It's basically like gold 3 stuff from last year, I'm pretty sure. And into the next game we go. Can we make this one, can we like change the trend a little bit so that I can actually go from win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1 to actually winning a couple in a row? Well, Big Benz scores to put me 1-0 up. And then 73rd minute, like, I didn't even think I was in control of that player. I give away so many late penalties, I've realised. And he steps up. Good save from the goalkeeper, Magic Mike. He saved it with his legs. Someone told me to call him Magic Mike instead of Big Mike, just because that's actually what the Milan fans call him. So, hey, he could be known as Magic Mike from now on. And, I mean, look at that. Look at that finish from Benzema. It's just brilliant. He's obviously got a cracking shot on him and just fantastic positioning. And I'm really enjoying him so far. And having a nice strong link opportunity to Dembele is just... It's good for squad building, that is for sure. But I get equalised on literally basically last kick of the game. Again, I was getting battered in this game, not going to lie. I didn't deserve to win this one, but I was winning 1-0 and I was winning 2-1. And I couldn't hold out for the last seconds of the game, and he manages to get the goal to equalise. And we sent this one to penalties, and we both scored our first one, but then I hit the bar. And effectively, it's advantage to my opponent right now. I need to wake up and I need to get stuck in if I'm going to win this penalty shootout. It's not looking likely so far. Oh, until Magic Mike saves one right there. So we're even. I then score my next one. Talisca with a nice green timed. But we're still level because he scores his next one as well. Renato steps up, sticks it down the middle. If I can save this one, I turn this shootout around and I get the W. Completely and utterly undeserved W, but we take it. Apologies, Don Pablo. I think I messaged this guy straight afterwards and just said, I am so sorry, because that shouldn't have been the way it was. Now, I don't know if that makes your opponent feel better or worse about himself, but I was genuine. Like, I'm genuinely sorry that I won that game because I just didn't deserve it. But you have to take every single possible win that you can get in Foot Champs, of course. Next opponent had a good idea with Talisca, Paulinho, and then the hero from the Saudi League, which is, I believe, Al-Shabair is his name. I don't recognize him as a footballer, unfortunately, but I think it's Al-Shabair. He looks like quite a good player and went up quite considerably in price once the Talisca SBC was out, or once he got that upgrade, because it's a good combo, it really is. But I'm 2-1 down in this game. I had to push, and I mean, it was literally the 90th minute. So I'd already lost this game, but I was on, throw the kitchen sink at him mode, and he just got an extra goal there. So that didn't really matter, but he held possession really well against me, and I don't think it was one of those games that I was ever really going to win. So what are we right now? I believe we're 5-4. Then we go into this next game here. Average looking Prem team, not bad for this stage of the game, of course. Definitely going to be players that cause me trouble. And Gabriel Jesus was one of those players. He is a good finisher on this game. But look at that for a pass from Alan St. Maximin, knocking it through to Kareem the Dream. And he's just, like, tell me there where I needed more pace. Having the 78, 79 pace or whatever it is, just that hasn't been a problem whatsoever. When he can finish the way he does, he's really a really great player on this game. So my opponent ends up scoring that with, is that ASM? Oh my god. 69 shooting on this card. But then again, he's done it for me as well. He scored some fantastic goals for me too. And then, yeah, the game just got away from me. This guy goes 3-1 up. We get back into it here. We end up scoring a low driven with super sub Renato Sanchez. Really like bringing him on, by the way. If you haven't If you have got like a spare 6k or something and you want to get a good super sub, Renato Sanchez for centre mid does seem to work a treat if he's not already in your starting 11, of course. And then, yeah, I mean, like, it's a quite a nice goal. He sweats it across, but then he hits it with a little Rabona shot, and I appreciate that. It wasn't great feeling at the time. I was pretty demoralised from getting another loss. And we're 5-5. So that's the first 10 games done, ladies and gentlemen. Confirmation of some Muller's selling. You know, even with our squad right now, we've got like 37,000 coins again, which I like. I didn't really rate Fekir, in all honesty. I think that's going to change pretty soon. But yeah, this team is good. I feel like I've spent too much money on my fullbacks, and there could be, we could have something better in the attack. I think I don't know who it could be, but I've got a little idea. You'll have to wait and see till tomorrow, of course. But I think we'll be making some mid-weekend league changes. So 5-5 after the first 10. If you would have given me that option at the start of the weekend league, knowing that I want to get 4 or 8 wins, I would take that. I would have taken 5-5. It means that in my final 10 games, I've got to win 3 and lose 7 if I want to get 8 wins, which is rank 3, which is basically elite rewards from last year. It's insane, the rewards that you get. So I'm loving that the pressure is sort of off, but I'm also realising that I've won 5 games. One of them was gifted to me, and I fully lost 5 games. So in reality, I've sort of got a negative record. Or, you know, it's even, but I didn't actually win one of those games. So I've got to fix up in the second half of Foot Champs. We're going to play them out tomorrow. And obviously, like, there's a bit of an issue with the red picks, or there was, you know, there might have been fixed by the time you're watching this. But in tomorrow, I'm going to finish my weekend league. Whether we get rank 4 or rank 3 or rank 2, whatever it may be, I will open up the packs and stuff at the end of that episode as well, and then we'll save those red picks for whenever EA give them out to us once they're fixed and stuff. Doesn't really matter when they come, but it will be another episode for you, which is pretty cool. So I'll be back again tomorrow with team changes, weekend league finish, and some rewards. Sounds like a good one to me, so get a good night's sleep, be ready for that, and I will catch you again in, like, I don't know, 14 hours or something, whatever it may be. If you could do me the huge favor of smashing the thumbs up on this episode, I'd love to look back at this video at midnight and see that there's already 6,000 likes on it. That is the goal. That is the dream for the double upload day. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Cheers for that. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both of those links are down below. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. Yeah, I mean, like, check the channel if you've missed any videos lately. It might be fun for you to catch up on and binge watch a little bit. But yeah, other than that, I'll catch you once again tomorrow for more RTG goodness. Peace.